FIFA break is done and dusted, which means we are back on your screens. We missed you and we hope you missed us. And for the next hour, we want you to bring your voice using that hashtag #SSFanbase. We are chatting all things FIFA, CAF Champions League, of course, the men's group stage is kicked off at the weekend. The CAF Women's Champions League on Friday rather. That was the final. We've got the bread and butter of the Betway Premiership and so much more. Get involved with us by joining us on Zoom and of course using that hashtag on social media. #SSFanbase. So much to unpack on the show. Let's take a look at some of the exciting goals from the Betway Premiership in November.
There's been goals aplenty across the Betway Premiership for the month of November. These are what we thought were the best.
It's a kiddo, please a jump. I want a kiddo, one of the Kenyan quick. I want him to put a party to yo.
Betway Premiership matches this weekend with only just one ending in a goalless draw. That was between Richards Bay FC as well as Durban City. Good evening and welcome to another exciting edition of SSFanbase. My name is Lindiwe Dube. Thank you all so much for joining us from wherever you are. We've got an incredible team in studio, of course, to test all things Super Disney on your World of Champions. Let's start with Richards Bay and Durban City. They're meeting for the second time in a matter of few weeks, Johannes, after meeting in the Culling knockout.
Let me greet you and our lovely viewers and our fans as well. Yes, you spoke about the 3-1 that ended after extra time, where I had two things on my mind watching this game, Lindy. I felt maybe the international break plays it toll as well because of too much huffing and puffing. And Wacheka Albona, especially on the Durban City side, they've lost against the likes of Amazulu, Kaizer Chiefs. At least they bounced back against Marumo Gallants, where they scored from Hashim Domingo, but then you can see that there's still much work that needs Gavinat should do going forward. And then we check on the other side, Libona, Richards Bay, they're still limping because they played Pirates in that Kali Knockout Cup where you could see that at some point they gave Pirates some goosebumps in the dying minutes by not converting their chances. They went to Polokwane, played Skukuni, they Polokwane City, both two games ending in 1-1. You can see that René Gabriel is trying to introduce players, Totsonanabo, Gabadino Mango, Nox Mutiza. In that middle of the pack, I saw William Dokutle Zikali, but not enough. So I think for me, they must just go back to the drawing board and try to pick up points because they really need those points. But so far, for me, the draw was a true reflection of the match because both teams have not been getting those positive results.
Vuyo, Johannes Utsi, that draw was a true reflection of the match. Do you agree?
Lindy, I agree with Johannes 100%. Because of Mangcheka, time ama-stats wakhona bebedlala almost similar into efanayo because mawubheka ball position ngapha beyithi 45 ngapha ithi 55. So that tells you that lama team la wethu abuya kwi-FIFA break, they still need to gel, they still need to find themselves, they still need to find their rhythm, you know. So I agree with Johannes 100%. And enye into second half ngibonile ukuthi ne-weather ithe ukudisturba igame because of the rain. Remember, Lindy, ukudlala in Emvuleni, it's not easy. But Durban City, for me now, I think they should have won the game by stealing the game because of the wind was allowing them second half. Then also go back to Richards Bay. Richards Bay, they needed this game more than Durban City because if you look at Elok, the way Elok is in a corner right now, Kevin Nant is very calm and cool, peaceful, with top 8. Then you look at Richards Bay, they are right at the bottom. So, and also they lost Amak MI5, that is 50 points gone. and then now coming second round. Remember, league, if you don't collect now, play 15 game left. Ask yourself, Uti, next second round, Manbuya, how are you going to find the results? Because of lapho ke ama-teams alwela ukuthi khona abangafuni ukuya ehlathini, khona abafuna ukusurvive ku-top 8. So I agree with you 100% noJohannes ukuthi le game le ukuthi iphele nge-draw, for me it's well deserved to end with the draw because of the performance and nama-stats asho yonke into. So for Richards Bay, I think they were supposed to win the game because of another thing, they're playing at home. Remember, home game is very, very important. Away game, it's not important. You collect that point, then you're done. But when you're playing at home, you need a win because of, if you look at the Richards Bay as well, they are not doing well. If you look at their past 5 games, they are not doing well at all. They have got lose, draw. So it's well deserved draw the game there for me now. I agree with you, no Johannes, 100%.
You're absolutely right.
Yes,
Yes, because Richards Bay are winless in their last 4 matches in all competitions. Let's get the coach's reactions post-match.
Coach Gabriel, thank you so much for your time. And when you look at today's encounter, how would you describe how yourself and Richards Bay played in this stalemate?
No, I felt this being a derby, it could have been a much more exciting encounter. First half, we were not at our best. Coming to the second half, I felt we managed to string a few more passes together, made a few subs, and the game swung into our favor, creating a few goal-scoring chances there. On another day, we could have stolen the game and went away with 3 points. But being a home game, I feel that we got to be better at home. We got to play the game more on the front foot, especially start off games better, and create more goal-scoring chances in the first period of the game. But be that as it may, 1 point at home, we'll take it, but we're disappointed about the result. We feel that we could have grabbed the 3 points out here today.
That is true, especially looking at the chances you had in the first half and just towards the end of the second half. Was there a penalty appeal for the Natal Ridge boys?
No, it was hard to say from the angle we were sitting on, where we did appeal and the players were closer to the action. I'm sure they would have seen it better. But the referee is called up to make these type of calls, and we trust that they make the correct decisions on the day of the game.
Now, in that first half and before the game started, you already had some injury concerns, and then to have your captain go off and you had to replace him via injury, that also must have caused a bit of frustration for yourself and the bench.
Yeah, not the ideal scenario to lose your captain in the early minutes of the game. However, I felt that Zuke came in, he held his own, he did well, he managed to stabilize things, and we couldn't have said that he came in as a sub, so big thumbs up to him. He put on a good performance. Hard to call on a player early on in the game to take over a captain's role, but he did the job exemplary today.
And finally, Coach Gabriel, from one derby to another, and you're hoping for 3 points in the next derby against AmaZulu.
Yeah, we'll have to go back, plan well. We're sure that we'll be able to give a better display here at home. We need the 3 points before the break, and hopefully it comes our way.
Coach Gabriel, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunate not to have gotten 3 points here today. You share the spoils with Richards Bay. But if you had to elaborate how the game went for you today, what would you say?
Well, look, I mean, I thought it was pretty even. I mean, it was difficult to play the second half. I mean, it really was difficult into the wind and the rain. But I thought we did well. We had a few moments there, but I mean, we also had our moments going the other way, you know. So, yeah, I mean, difficult situation, especially we didn't take the chance in the first half there when they had that big chance, you know, and then we could have sort of settled it down, but it was difficult. We didn't deal with their long balls, you know, they're playing onto our back and the wind's blowing and we didn't win that first header, and then obviously they get momentum from there, which they did, and yeah, it is what it is.
And speaking about the conditions, especially in the second half, you had your backs against the walls just a little bit and Richards Bay came at you. You made some changes. Can you elaborate the changes for today?
Well, you obviously want to try and secure, as I said, we didn't win the first ball. If you don't win the first ball, then obviously you can't get any momentum. So the first ball was bobbling in the air, and then they pick up the second ball down, you know, in front of our back four there, and then they obviously played from there a lot. But then we broke out a few times, which we try to do it, try and use the width a little bit more, especially when you play, into the wind like that. One ball round the back of them, which we did once or twice. And then you just got to have a little bit of quality and find the right pass at the right time. But it wasn't to be. But all in all, we move forward, keep moving forward. Another point gained for a team like us. That's all we got to try and do. Try and get as many points as we can. And we got 19 now. We're just moving closer to where we want to be with what we got.
And it is crunch time now, 2 games remaining. Up next, Orlando Pirates, and then 2 more games until the break.
Yeah, big game, obviously at home, but obviously at Moses. So, and then obviously away game at the end, so like everybody else. So, we'll take one game at a time, but we'll move forward now. I think it was a difficult performance from everybody, even from them as well. It was difficult to try and play, and we didn't take care of the ball at times when we should have. And that's the difference in a football match. You need to take care of the ball in the final moments there, in the final third, which we didn't do, and that's the difference in football.
Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, from KwaZulu-Natal to Mpumalanga, where TS Galaxy went back to winning ways following a 2-1 victory over Abafana Best-10. Is continuing from where he left off last season, because we are seeing so much consistency from this youngster.
Yes, we are TS Galaxy, because even now you won't be trying to 3 point. Same movie that people number 6 or 7, if I'm not mistaken. So they are showing improvement, and TX just to coach our corner, Jimela Zamuti, I control the temper sometimes. Because to the yellow card unnecessary. So no, now will affect the team. But other than that, he takes Galaxy. He is a part to coach Manova. He going to games for the win. I think it's alarming for the Golden Arrows. So they need to Tiba Kupula Masobis, unless otherwise is Jordan and City.
Yep, TS Galaxy comfortable in the top 8 position. They're currently 6th on the Betway Premiership log standings. We've got Elliot Wasara as well as Vox joining us virtually. Elliot Wasara, let me start with you. Risabuaka, TS Galaxy, and how well they're doing. Of course, after that defeat here, Mamelodi Sundowns, they are back to winning now.
Please repeat the question.
TS Galaxy back to winning ways after that game, 2-1 against Golden Arrows.
Okay, yeah. The guys in the studio, and also the Pagania Gamo Fox. Yeah, anyway, you can see TS Galaxy, they're playing a beautiful football. I mean, I don't take it away from Golden Arrows. They're also playing a beautiful football. But TS Galaxy, they have unknown players, but hey, they can play those guys. Chairman of one already. The result of teaming. TS Galaxy are playing a beautiful football in the world, and they must keep it up. I don't see them Baluko Morocco Fasico, Battle top 8 as usual, but top 8. They're playing a beautiful football. And also Golden Arrows, I don't know, they're about hot, about fish, about Tonya, I don't know what's happening at Golden Arrows. The coach, Nidora Mango, I'm making sure follow up procedure, and this is house in the most right, Ascaba, hot and cold. Because you will never understand. That's why I'm making a parents. They always give away parents a game to Orlando Pirates. So, but today they tried, but I'm not happy. Performance here at Golden Arrows. But day by day, Rona Pazzi or Bayaga Trape for my fan. And then Lindu Kela Moshel, Champalamo, Richards Bay, the other Devon Seat. Kiwana Richards Bay, he could draw, specialty side draw. I mean, Liverpool, draw, Liverpool, City, draw, let's cook the United. So, Kiwana special side draw, and so one hour moving a name. But Devon City under the leadership of Karen Hunt are playing beautiful football. They just need luck to win the games. Thank you, Lindu.
Thank you so much, Elliot Wasara. Let's move to Vox, who's also joining us virtually. Vox, I mean, you look at Lamontville Golden Arrows. They are the joint highest scorers in the league, alongside Mamelodi Sundowns. Mara, defensively, the third weakest defensive side. They've conceded 18 goals, and it's only the first half of the season, Vox.
Greetings, everyone in the studio. I'm not sure if I'm audible enough
Yes,
to
you
be
are.
in the studio.
You are, Vox.
Yes, yeah, you see, yeah, you know what went wrong with Golden Arrows? It was the time when they won 4 against, I don't know what were they playing against during the week. That's when they started thinking, oh, no, man, they are above all the teams in the Betway Premiership, because if you can remember, even the coach, I was not happy with his comment where he said, I told the players not to score more goals. They were reserving goals for Orlando Pirates. So unfortunately now I think they started a bit shaky, Golden Arrows, but for today when I watch them against TS Galaxy, they were very strong.
We're struggling to hear you now, Vox. We're just having connectivity issues. Please continue to chat to us on social media using that hashtag SSFanbase. Double, just a few matches left before the AFCON break. Do you see Arrows making it to the top 8?
Yeah, I think they will. I don't think it's time for us to press panic buttons for now. Yes, Arrows might not do well currently, of course. But we can't write them off. But also, they have a big coach in Mangoba Muniti. Honestly speaking, where they are currently, I don't think they deserve to be there. Coming back to TS Galaxy, Sislindi, I think they are playing a very good football. Somebody said, Ubabu team on a for the players. You know he sells a lot of players now.
Yeah.
But ngoba replacement yakhe will always make it a point with the team even stable. I'm also happy with the fact that he brought back Pagamani Mahlambi. You know, the chap that was written off by a lot of people, particularly in the football fraternity. I'm quite excited that he brought him in. And he was also playing today, and he was very impactful in a field of play. So I congratulate TS Galaxy. I can see that it's a team that is willing to compete. Yeah, thanks.
Sislindi, very good medicine. TS Galaxy, they are still playing a good attacking football. Problem is when I options they enough for pay. When it comes to goal scoring, they don't have too much options, but they are still playing a good football. And one other thing, consistency. They are not consistent. So they need to be consistent in order to survive.
Isn't that the story though with most teams in the Betway Premiership? One week we are winning, and then the next game you draw, the other game you lose.
Unjalo Sislindi, ngibingelele eTuwebet. Ama team for now awekho consistent, kuna too many breaks maningi. FIFA break na next. Next is calling knockout. The following is FIFA break till February. So this season, league ngeke ibe ama club abe consistency like game idlala each and every week. So it's part of lokhuza kwenza ngakhona. Let's wait and see. But for now, Golden Arrows, what I saw in this game, be flat-footed. More especially we defense yabo. Every game. So I think if Mangoba can fix it defense Golden Arrows, I think, and start collecting more points. For otherwise, second round is going to be tough, because after 15 games is where you can see who team. Now, Ubano ngena top 8, Ubano or fighter for relegation. So let's wait and see what they will sit down, having a FIFA break, and plan for when they start the second round. All
right, stay tuned to your World of Champions, because the action continues. It doesn't end here, of course, with the fan base, because it's match week 12 in the Serie A. Makogola's brace ensured that AmaZulu are 4 points behind the log leaders, Mamelodi Sundowns, following a 2-0 victory over Siwelele at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Jabu, was this your match of the weekend?
Hey, it was
Yes, wise man, a resounding yes from wise men.
No, it was a great game, honestly speaking. But you know what I like, Cicely? I like the fact that Arthur Zwane is now taking this, young boys who might introduce a first team.
Yeah.
And they are beginning to gel very nice with players that have been there before. Makogola uwenze kahle kakhulu scoring a brace, particularly goal number 1, a pass that was coming from Kule Extien, imthola ka space in the right, and then the second goal, I think a mistake ka Megaman ngokuluza ibhola, and then wathola a second goal. But also the introduction of Lian Ben, the chap from Cape Town Spurs, Nayo assisted a lot. They've also signed, I think, Langelishe Mshongo from Richards Bay. So you can see AmaZulu really, they want to compete this season. By the way, they've also changed the logo.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that are happening there. In that team, we are going to team as so they played there very well, Cicely. I'm actually excited to they are going elsewhere as a team. Yeah.
KG, Jabu speaks about Umangete introducing young players, but this is what he did even at Amakosi, because he worked with young players in the DSTV Diski Challenge.
Good evening to you and the viewers at home, Cicely. Look, Mangete, one of the best coaches that we have in the country, I must say. Even at Kaizer Chiefs, like you said, he produced youngsters, quality players, and you could see the direction that the development of Kaizer Chiefs was taking. I'll always say, accumulate as many points as possible here at home. At your home grounds. In the first 15 games of the campaign, that's where you need to generate. And you already see he has 3 wins out of 5. Then it tells you that he really wants to compete. And he has a team that is very exciting. You can see the players are playing for him. There's combination play. They have the desire to be there on top. And so far, he's doing well. So congratulations to him. I think he's on track. As if the chairman of the club can be patient with him, I think in a season or 2, he'll be up there in the top 3. So congratulations once again to AmaZulu. They were playing against a very tough side. Siwelele are also taking shape, and that must be said. They are not easy to beat. They fought very hard to win against Siwelele, and they did their best on the day to get maximum points.
15 points from a possible 16 collected at home by AmaZulu. Ukateni is joining us. Uyayivubela impi. Hebe Kateni. Usutu.
Ngibingelele studio. Ngibingelele ababukeli emakhaya. Sijabule kakhulu Susu. Umsebenzi ka-Atazwane nethimba labaqeqeshi asebenzisana nalo muhle kakhulu. Cha bayapheka bayaphaka, abapheki kuphela kodwa bayapheka bayaphaka. Ngiyajabula ukuthi abafana abancane ba-connecta kamnandi nama-players lawa esingababiza ukuthi ama-senior player lawa abane-experience. So muhle umsebenzi ka-Atazwane. So kube kubi kodwa sidliwe ekhaya, but irekhodi lethu ekhaya lihle kakhulu. Sidliwe iPolokwane 6 egameni edlule, then izolo bese kuphokwe ukuthi asiwine, and abafana basigeza iy'nhliziyo zawina ngo-2-0, sajabula, sihappy Suthu, and siyasukela. iMamelodi Sundowns ina-12 points, ina-12 games, ishiya ngo-4 point kuphela, nathi 12 matches sisala ngo-4 point kuphela kuMamelodi Sundowns, but siyathemba ukuthi o-Atazwane nethimba lakhe abafana abancane ngendlela e-right akabarashi but abafana uyababona ukuthi lento ethi self-confident ikhona bazimisela ukuthi baphakamise isandla nabo bazibonakalise ngoba labafana esinabo kuzoba yizitars zakusasa i-PSL ngeke ibakhokhe labafana bazoshayina labafana bethu bahle kakhulu uSuthu usazoshaya abantu kakhulu sele abalandeli baphume emakhaya bazosupport uSuthu ngoba uSuthu kule season lizokwenza kahle kakhulu lingikhumbuza uSuthu celwa Benny McCarthy la ngo-2021 sihamba kahle kakhulu sihamba ngolayini indoda eyi-1 ize Fishers ibeke eceleni wathi u-Atazwaneke sifuna ukubaqonda ngqo sifuna basibone emasizwa masebegoduke bahambe bekhala bethi bangitholile KZN ngiyabonga kakhulu Lindi ngiyabonga kakhulu nabaphethe.
Thank you so much, Gatsheni. Johannes Posiwelele. I mean, it goes back to what the conversation was before the break, that some teams we are seeing a lot of inconsistencies because they registered 2 wins back to back, and then now comes this defeat.
And they also had me a goalless draw. That's why I was like, hey, Ricardo Costa is doing well. But the goal that you considered the first goal, question marks, because you can't just come out unnecessarily. And which means they've suffered their 7th defeat. They're not doing well so far. So it just needs to go back to the drawing board to Sean Same. Before I come back to Suwelele, I also want to credit the good job that Athazon is doing at Amazulu. Remember, they forgot to mention this wonderful special striker, Tandolongo Singwenya from Zimbabwe. He's been scoring fantastic goals for them. He also scored against my team. So I was so impressed. The goalkeeper as well, Darren Johnson, Spanish Richard Ofori, because Richard Ofori was very erratic at some point. At the back, Tariq Phillips is doing well. I was questioning the departure of Bagubaka Mubarali, Ramatlem Patleni, but they're solid. So far, it's on the right track. As we spoke about consistency, must just improve on consistency. But getting back to Suwelele FC, I think if Tebo Hoposan is not doing well, so they're not coming to the party, something that they need to improve going forward because of. I felt like while watching the game yesterday, Lindy, they didn't pitch up for me. I thought they're still in the international break. So of which I was questioning the fact that what's really happening? Is this the same Super Sport that struggled that went for relegation? Because they're not doing well. So you must just go back to the drawing board because I feel like they've got players, but the combinations are not coming all right. So Ricardo Costa, very disappointing. I think he's also erratic even last season. At some point while he was conceding the goals, even against Pirates when Suwelele lost 1-0, the goal that he conceded, that's why they ended up replacing with, is it Samkelo Tulu, the second choice goalkeeper against Orlando Pirates in the Kali knockout, but they still continue to concede goals. So they just need to go back to the drawing board and let's see in the next match.
Yeah.
Lindy, to add to which one is going to show you, I think ngozwe coach wesiwelele that uzodlala in entertaining football. So ngiyangazibuza ukuthi ma iscore igame iphela kanje. Le game bethi yena abafana bayodlala entertaining football. Siyobona ibhola elimnandi. What happened? Because of uyiconfirmile yena. So izinto mazithena kanje. And uNonikovic lapho kokota piano wayangamfakanga for height yakhe. Christian Saile, you know, he's got what it takes. Kona nalomfana wathi umakitikiti lapho. Sive umakitikiti. Umfana lo uyi-top goal scorer lapho. Uya-assist noka-assist. I think kunamagoli ayi-4 or 5. So ngiyazibuza ukuthi ke why angafakanga those players because of phela njengoba bengishilo earlier on ngathi if you don't grind results now, you're not gonna grind results next year. Next year is too late. You know, so anyway, it is what it is. He lost the game, he will pick up in the next game.
In the next game, they face Chippa United in Modawa, and then they still have Mamelodi Sundowns in 2025. Suwelele. Yeah,
it is going to be tough for Suwelele because the next game is Chippa United, and Chippa United, they just acquired the service of VV Pilakas. And then Chippa United is coming to Orlando Pirates. Those results for Tuesday is going to determine the game for the next for Chippa because if they lose against Suwelele, which means we're saying kiss and say goodbye to Betway, Chippa United. So those 2 games for Suwelele, also Sundown. The last game on the 3rd, they want to play against Sundown at Bloemfontein. So and Sundown is a wounded because they want to stay there on top. They want to stay there on top so that because Paris is coming in. So Sundown they want to go to the end of the December to be on top of the table. So Suwelele they must get their point at home because if they don't get points on those 2 games coming Chippa and Sundown, I see the Lishona Sema kiss and say goodbye to Suwelele.
Mina into engayisho sisilinde isidliwe yesisiwelele but ukudliwa kwaso for me angiboni ukuthi ikhona inkinga enkulu kangako. Yeah, mawuchecka ama games abo nje awu5 cabanga bebedliwa just today, but i-performance yabo ibe yinhle for me, so angiboni ucoach under pressure ngaleyo ndlela. Ya yiligi le isaseyindi indlela kusazoshikishwa, baningi abasazolahla and sisazowathola ama-point sisazowaluza, but for now abana pressure ngakanani. Ayikho into ebad kangako nento kufanele bayifixe kakhulu. For me I'm happy nebhola labo badlalile shem, badlalile just ukuthi ke badibane noSuthu nalo luyilambele lokufuna lo point.
Sisilida sibongele abafana badlale kahle kakhulu. So mina ngikhala ngakho nje safune sikulungise ucoach akubheke consistency. Siyawina siyaluza, siyawina siyaluza, asihlali nje swine consistency amagame elandelana. I wish if we can play against Richards Bay, we collect a maximum point, because if we league reach 30 point, my chance of unga relegation zone maning, because most collect 16 games, ama game collect count. Yeah, ilaguba tough con if they can focus on consistency in a game each and every game, home and away. And now I was called out. Africa so batola.
Also across the country, Skukuda United as well as Marumo Gallants played to a 1-all draw. Skukuda United still 3 points behind the leaders, Mamelodi Sundowns. This one, I mean, in the first half, Bagnanoko had no shots on target.
Yeah. Yeah, Lindy, and the viewers at home. Actually, we are not happy. We are dropping points unnecessarily. So, we have to go back to the drawing board. And then, it's not easy to fire a coach, like you suggest.
What do you need to do?
You go to the drawing board. You come back and apply the 2 principles. The principles of mutualism and the principle of motivation.
Yeah.
You see? Like my friend, he doesn't know that he doesn't know. And he will not know that he does not know that he does not know. Until he's told that he does not know that he does not know. Then he will know that he does not know that he does not know. Then in the principle of mutualism, there must be mutual acceptance, mutual respect, and mutual trust. And in the principle of motivation, the coach must apply both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation to the players. If you look at yesterday's game, Marum Galan was the one who wanted the 3 points most. They were all over us. And if you look at our striker, Hrobla is a prolific in-box player. But yesterday he was sandwiched. They didn't give him a chance to play. And as such, all I can say is that no, we have to go back to the drawing board and regroup. Then we'll bounce back.
Let me come in, Lenny, as well. I'm looking at Eric Tindler. So, you know, I always complain about Eric Tindler. 6 games, no win. There are three things that I've identified because Cocoon. The first thing was Ronaldo Lina, the first choice goalkeeper, because they were doing well, they were winning matches, they were on form, beating everyone. Especially after that break when they beat us 3-1, they brought in that goalkeeper, is it Tristan Sabata from Zambia? Yes, he did well, but at some point against Orlando Eros, he made blunders. So you check again, they released a player of Chibuka Ohizu. They also released a striker of Andy Boyeli, who scored a hat-trick last season. So those are some of the areas of concern of which Why? I don't know if it is Eric Tinkler or management who decided that, because of also the absence of Linda Mutambo is affecting them because of his long late injury. Yes, you can see the likes of Tabang Monari, your Special Mkize, they're doing well. Vusumuzu Mncube, it's not an out and out striker. So they must just go back to the basics, bring back Ronaldo Lina in goals, and then also get 1 or 2 strikers to assist Bradley Grobler, because of, I don't know, already from Cremile, because they realized that, he always scores on headers and those cutbacks. So it's obvious for them, it's direct football. So they must just go back to the drawing board, bring back Ronaldo Lina, who was doing well since they came in during the Letman Cup against Sundowns last season. Then they will do well because of they've got class number of players. The Ramala one who scored the goal yesterday. Then you come to Marumo Callens, they're also not doing well in the, apart from Bona, Bapefumile during the current knockout cup, but to check, there's the too many losses and draws. If they don't score 1 goal, they don't score. So which is their problem. Alexandra Lafitte, so he needs to start doing well because of he's got a tough final on the 6th against the on-form Red Hot Orlando Pirates. So but then you check in that game yesterday, they almost lost that game because of Ndabai Chotandlono has to snatch a goal, of which I realized that they are giving him a free road, of which I don't know if it's a midfield come striker or it's a first striker. He's doing well. Look at those many of the match accolades that he got. So far so good, but it's just to make sure that they pick up points so that it can boost them with confidence against Orlando Pirates. But so far, very impressive. But with the Slow United, back to the drawing board.
Alright, Philip Ndlondo voted the Betway Premiership Player of the Match, of course, following that 1-0 draw against Kukune United. Kukune United remain winless since that victory against Lamontville Golden Arrows. Stay tuned to your World of Champions, of course. A quick reminder and a huge you are chatting to us on social media using the hashtag #SSFanbase. Maseri Down says, Mamelodi Sundowns is back and people are extremely nervous. Hashtag #SSFanbase. Let's move now to continental club football. Amakosi traveled to Egypt for the first time in 23 years, and interestingly, it's the 23rd of November. I saw this on the Kaizer Chiefs website where they faced Al Masry. 2-1 is how it ended. Kosi, because the second goal was scored in the dying minutes, Buyo.
Good evening to the listeners. The last goal that has been scored, I can start to blame with the coaches, because the partnership of Weniga and Miguel is not working for us. The last goal, Miguel was supposed to clear that goal, but in fact he missed it completely. So that's where the problem started, because they were not communicating there. So going forward, I think we were fine with McCarthy and Weniga, because Miguel is having lots of mistakes, and he's been covered up by other players, which whenever we are trying to pinpoint him, it doesn't really give us that thing of he is the one who's costing us. But the last goal, I can say, he really cost us a big time, because that game, we were supposed to not lose the points away. We were supposed to draw that game and come back home at least with a draw, so that we can be confident to challenge the team. But now we are 2-1 away. So I think we'll just take the lose and move forward with it.
Thank you, Lindy. Going to the game near Chiefs Al Masry, I think first 45 minutes, Chiefs Babile slow too much, and then Babatsana go before Basetla to the pitch, the opponents, and Babuwa second half go na more 2 million batuma put more pressure, more team more Al Masry. So Golia we two good lengi team go Egypt Al Masry. I think for me, it's necessary or kabinile 2-1. Give match windile ka 1-1. Then so I think Golia we two Chiefs was not necessary.
Spirit Mandela is joining us via Zoom. The 2021 CAF Champions League finalist Mandela in the group stages in the CAF Confederations Cup for the first time. Talk us through today's performance.
Good evening, Lindy, and everyone in the studio, the viewers at home. Wow. Lindy, I don't know. Not the greatest of football that we've played, especially in the first half. I thought we were going to come back with a point. You know, that mistake by Miguel at the dying minutes of the game. I really don't know what to make out of it. I mean, this competition is always difficult. It's always difficult to play away from home. It's always difficult to play in this competition. But it's early days. I mean, it's just our first match. I don't think that we should panic. I really believe that we've got a chance. We still have quite a few games to play. We should be able to win. I mean, even the team that we're playing against, you could tell that they are not the greatest of them all. And I also understand that Zamalek, they are also not at their best in the moment. So in my view, I think we are going to proceed to the knockout stages, Lindy. It's not how you start. It's basically how you finish. And for me, and I don't think it's all lost. It's definitely not all lost. Hard luck to the boys. Like I said, the first half was quite bad. We tried to play the second half, and I'm hopeful that when we play Zamalek on Sunday, we are going to get maximum points, at least at home. Before I leave, Lindy, want to congratulate ETLB for his reported move to the MLS. I wish him all the best. We know the young boys, they need to go and get these deals. And I just hope that Relay is going to stay strong. It's not easy to see your colleagues, your age group getting these big moves and then you are not. And this is no banter moment. And congratulations to the young men.
All right, thank you so much, Spirit Uvandlela. Yep, there are talks that UTLB, Umbogazi Megazeli, could possibly be moving to the MLS. We've got Usmanga also joining us via Zoom. Smanga, we're still talking about that Group D encounter against Al Masry.
Sithomo kunjani?
Siyaphila Smanga unjani?
Ngiyaphila, greetings everyone in studio. I-game asidlalanga kahle first half esikade eshuthi ubandlela. But second half sibuyile strong. Even if the supply was not good for our strikers,
Okay, all right, Smanga, thank you so much. Please keep using that hashtag on social media, SS Fanbase. Put in Togo before we move us here Pretoria.
Lindy, Tina Samakosi here, we rise here, Lindy. So we lose as a team, see we win as a team. Samba song. Yeah, so the game, Lindy, it was in our hands. It's just that a mistake corner in football where you make a mistake but punish. So first round of the game, he gave Confederation, sadly wakona le Angola, sakona buya eTopsenville. So now the game le second Zamalek, we will bounce back in ngayo lapha ePolokwane. So Kosi siphela umoya sepambili, Kosi for life.
From Confed to Champions League, Vuyo, we brought you all the action on your World of Champions. Let's move now to a first-time meeting in the Group C. It was Mamelodi Sundowns up against Lupopo. I mean, in this particular clash, Mamelodi Sundowns had 81% ball position and Lupopo had 19 in 90 minutes.
That's Sundowns for you. We are very happy, Sis Lindy. We know how to play this kind of games. We were prepared very well. We showed them the character. Sundowns is a team with a character. We were not struggling with this team. So we showed everything that we really want to be. This is how you make a stamp first game. First game you make sure that you win, especially for Champions League, especially home game. You make sure that you collect. And thanks again to Yellow Nations. They really pushed the boys yesterday. They were singing their lungs out from start to the end. We are really thankful. We are really thankful.
Yeah, they really deserve to win when I watched that game because of, as rightfully said, total dominance from Sundowns. But I'll blame Ronan Williams for that equalizer of St. Ole Lupopo. No goalkeeper wants to be beaten on there near post Lindy. That's the main bottom line. So they need to do better going forward, especially himself, because Sundowns runners-up of this one particular CAF Champions League. Coming back to Kaizer Chiefs, just a second. So we're playing against a team which is currently 5th on the log, and we are 4th on the log. So I expected a draw, like the referee said. But I saw you off air that we don't do well every time we come from the break. But next time, let's wait and see. I come on weekend.
To add, Lindy, yabona the team David Dala and Sundowns. I mean, I'm Orlando Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised the Sundowns will win the lap. Abekho labantu. Abekho labantu. Washo utachi this what? Bayatapeta. Bayatapeta. Abekho labantu la. Na iPirates nje badla ngemistake le club le. Abekho iSundowns vele ibiyo wina kusePitori phela lapha. Bebengeke balunga. Abo Lupopo ngalento zabo bedlala le begwaji unkonko. Hayi bebengeke balunga Lindi. Ngene kuChiefs kancane ngicela nje uMikel imessage engamnika yona ukuthi football is a game of mistakes. He will do well uMikel second round. Ngicela ama supporter weChiefs bangamblame kakhulu please. Umsebenzi wethu kusupporta abafana. So Mikel, it's a mistake my boy. Do well in the next game.
Malindi. Yeah, ke tsena ke introduce or mtakata go fihlile ba le Sundowns. Ke ba le ba sa jeng na maletswai. Yeah, ke ba le ba di source. Vuyo bolela something a ke tsore ha ba re bona ke di big team. A ke re bola ka Champions League o sa wara. O tlwella. Ke CAF ke re under Champions League. Ke CAF. Wa ntlhalwanya. Confederation le Champions League le ka mara box one. Kenya go rectifier. Chalo sawar. Ergo was something. Utlwella ke le na le big team. Ndele dlala le team e na le capacity ya batho ba 20,000. The capacity ya batho ba 20,000. Ono tshwana ndele dlala le Black Leopard ya go Egypt. Wa understand? So if o paletse go betha bale zamaleke ka mo o Iran. O paletse ke bale. Ke tsene mo ya ka ya rona with best of the best ba continent. Game ya rona Malindi hair starter the beginning startile ka tempo e monate.
Yeah.
Startile pila maraba after 20 minutes ra tropanyana. So meaning in generally hore ka kora maybe 4 to 5 goals mo 30 minutes ka mo the program a dzaibile ka teng our coach. Wa utlwisisa. So ra pallwa ku ira bia then second round then ra ba bontsha the social piano e lo re twice in re need all along. So we still continue mo Champions League. Ha ona to re thibang nna ke a botsa hore le boletse ka re ka May ro celebrate ka helicopter then ka Champions League lo hona e tla be fella mo rena. Sharp.
All right, the votes are in. It's time for the fan moment of the week, and it goes to Athini Maqogola of AmaZulu after that wonderful strike against Siwelele yesterday.
Ngicela ngibonge uNkulunkulu ngethalente, ngibonge umama nobaba ngesupport nobhuti wami omdala no-coach ngonginika ithuba.
We cannot wait to see what the future holds for Athini. Congratulations on a fantastic performance yesterday against Siwelele. Thank you all so much for joining us on your World of Champions. Do stay tuned because the SuperSport MVP talent